Hello guys, how you doing? I am back with another layout share. Sorry it took me forever to do another video, and because I've been it's summertime, I want to relax, do things, and I've been doing some classes, some layouts, but I've been like slowly doing it when I felt like it. So my internet connection is giving me problems today, and I thought, you know what, since my battery's all charged up on my little camera here that I have, I'm gonna do my layouts here of my layouts that I did. There's 3 of them I'm gonna show you, and I'm sorry ahead of time, but I did not want to take them out of the page. But that's these 2 layouts aren't in this book. This is for my Members Keepers, my Real Members Keepers album, and this is part of it. This first layout I did a couple of months ago. It was a couple of months ago. I think I showed you in one video, like, should I add more to it or not, and I kept looking at to see what I could add to it, and I kept looking at it, and I thought, you know what, I think I've done enough to it. This picture is the original picture of my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my step-great-grandmother, that's my grandmother's stepmother, my uncle, and my mother. This was taken at my uncle's wedding in June 1975, and my mother was in the wedding, so that's why she looks all dressed up. It is the original photo. I asked my mom if I could do the original photo on this, and she said yes. And I scanned it so I could fix it up, but I wanted to use the original. If you can see, I put photo corners on this original photo. I do that with all my original photos I use, or I put removable glue dots on them if I don't have clear any kind of photo corners. Anyways, I will tell you the paper I used. This paper is from, forget what the name of it was called. I think it's from Real Memories Keepers, Antique Trick or Antique Chic. I'm not sure how to say that, but it's one of those. I used this I'm not even showing it, sorry. This background paper from Antique Chic or Antique Chick. I'm not sure how you say it. This journaling, trying to cover up. This journaling tag, I put like who, when, where, who the people in the picture. This journaling tag is from the Can Company journaling tag you can get at Walmart. I use that for the journaling. This little piece of paper here, all around this part here, is from, I forgot what it was called. It's been so long I forgot the name. Can't remember. I think called the Snip It Collection 6x6 pad. I think this is from the Glids 8x8 paper pad. Can't remember the name either. It's been so long. I should have done a video right when I got this done, but I didn't. This is from the one, I think it's from the Paper Studios 1 and Carter collection pack. I cut it out, and then I took my blue Singing Joe gel pen and went around it. Went around here with the blue too. So and if you can see, I did pink dots. The pink dots ain't part of this background paper. I did it with the Singing Joe pink gel stick pen. Went around the whole layout with the dots. Yeah, up here too. And I think that's about it. And I'll show you close-up view of everything. I finally figured out my little Canon PowerShot at the 1400 IS camera I'm using. I can get better quality on this. I figured it out after having it for about 2 years. I finally figured out the HD quality on this thing. So I'm using my smaller camera to do my videos because it has the SD card. You can take a lot of video with it. So that's close up of this. That's the one layout I did. I like it. This layout I did last night, and it is a picture. These two pictures are a copy of my great grandmother. It's my grandma's, my maternal great grandmother. It's my mom's grandmother. She never got to meet her grandmother because her grandmother died in 1949 at the age of 41, and it's been said that this picture was taken a couple months probably before her death. They're not really sure, but I like this picture because this picture, if you can tell, as I was putting this picture and I looked at it, and I'm like, hey, she has the same dress on as this dress. So this picture is probably taken on the day this formal picture was taken. She probably went back home or went to her parents' house and took that picture, snapshot of her at, I guess, her house or her parents' house, can't know. But this is a formal shot. And these are copies. What happened was, we had to put my grandmother in a nursing home about, well, we didn't have to. She wanted to go in a nursing home because she's a very people person. And I remember her showing me this picture, and it was the original picture she had. And my mom lived down here, and all of her family lived up in Sheboygan, Michigan. So my mom wanted to go up there to help clean out the apartment. Well, when we got there, most everything was packed up. Her brother didn't say, oh, should wait for Mary and her family to come up to help us out, see what they want before we pack everything up. They had almost everything pretty much packed up and took what they wanted. And my mom tried to find certain things, like her grandfather's ship records that my grandmother had. It was like green little book. She couldn't find it, and she thinks her aunt, my grandma's younger sister, took it. Well, she also tried to find this picture and some other pictures, and her and my uncle couldn't find it because my grandma's younger sister had a key to my grandma's apartment, and she took all the pictures. And then a couple of days later, when my mom decided to go over to her house because she was still up there, she went over to my aunt's house, got all the pictures, and she realized my aunt showed her the original picture but never gave her this original picture. But I was with my mom, so I had my printer with me, so I got to scan this on my big printer with me, my big printer I had. So I scanned it. Not very good. It probably looks like a good copy, but it's really not if you look really close at it. And my mom wanted the original because what she planned on doing is she got the original copy of her mom, my great grandmother's mother's. My mom got the original copy of that, but she didn't get the original copy of this. And it was in my grandma's house for the longest time. She had it hung up, and I was thinking, wait a minute, that doesn't belong to her. It belonged to it doesn't belong to my grandma's sister. Even though it's her mom, it belonged to my grandma because it was my grandma's picture of her mother. It should go to my mom or her brother. So my mom said when her aunt died, she knows she's gonna get all the pictures because her aunt told her her aunt asked her one day, what do you want if I pass away? What do you want? My mom says, I want all your pictures and some of your jewelry, like your necklaces, your earrings, your rings. So my mom might get the original picture back. Anyway, this is a picture of her, and she died in 1949, as I said before. She was only 41, and the day before, she was all healthy. She did all the activities she usually does, and she went to bed, and she just never woke up. And they probably figured out she probably had a heart attack. So yeah, it's sad. And she was only 2 months shy of being a grandmother because her oldest daughter, my grandma's older sister, was going to have her first child. She was going to be a grandma for the first time, but she never got to see any of her grandkids. So that's kind of sad. And my mom really likes this layout. I showed her last night when I got done, and she goes, yep, that's my grandma, and she loves how I did it. So I'm happy that she likes it. I'll show you the paper I used. This is graphic 45, I think, called A Lady's Diary, the background paper. I like it because it had kind of like a 1940s feel. I was going to use the back, but it had too many flowers and was too busy, and I liked kind of the pink stripe and a little bit kind of a tannish whitish color, and it looked like almost like 1940s feel to it. I backed this up, even though this is a copy, I used the clear border corners. So hey guys, sorry I'm back. My camera beeped off. I used regular, as I can say, I used regular border corners, and I used the white color back for the background, give it a little depth for a little bit of layering. This white trim is the Tim Hawk trim. I went all the way around. And this I got from Iraq, from Hope, who is Miss Hope M, I think. And this is also, these little flowers things. I love them, they're gorgeous. This is called Special, I think called Special Moments Handmade Stickers. These are also from Hope, who I got as a rack. This as a rack, this as a rack, and I also got this in a rack from a scrapbooker friend. So I'm using your products, Hope, so hopefully you think this is pretty neat. I like the trim. My mom loves the trim on this. She loved that. She loved the trim. I wrote her name and when she was born and died, because I wanted to tell everybody this is her. That's about it. It's really a simple layout. I didn't want to make it too embellishy, because like I said before, I'm a very simple layout type guy. So I think that's about it. I'll give you a close-up view. I put this embellishment because my great-grandmother, grandmother said my great-grandmother was a very good cook, a very wonderful lady, and I just wanted to do a layout of her. So this close-up view, the full view of it. And the last one, here we go. This is already in the book. What I might do is I'm probably going to switch to where we are members keep a photo album. I'm not sure because I like Pioneer album books, but sometimes these little page protectors the page kind of sticks out a little bit, but not all the time, just sometimes. So I don't know, I might change the albums, I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to get a good view to show you guys. These two pictures are my paternal great grandparent. These are my great grandfather's parents. And I don't know when these pictures were taken. They had to be taken like in the 1850s, 1860s probably. But these are copies, and they had 8 kids together. These two couples divorced in 1872 because he was in the Civil War at the time, and when he came back home, I guess he had bad asthma or lung problems after the war, and he was in the hospital a lot. And he tried to find work, but he couldn't when he came home from the war. And they had like 7 kids and another one on the way. And she wasn't very happy with having any more kids because she had like 6 or 7 already. She didn't want an 8th child because of the poverty he had. So she had to find a job. And but then she took her 2 youngest kids after her last child was born, and went up to northern Ohio to live with her mother. And she met a guy that she knew before a long time ago, and she helped take care of his wife when his wife died. When his wife died, he took her back home with the youngest daughter, and he said he found a job, but he couldn't keep it very long because of health problems. She couldn't take the poverty, so she finally snapped and decided to take her youngest daughter and leave to go back home to her parents up in northern Ohio. And that's where she met the guy again, who incidentally was always in love with her, even before she met my grandfather when she was on the wagon train here from Pennsylvania to Ohio. The guys and his family were with part of the wagon train, and he wanted to marry her, but I guess it wasn't the right time, and she met my great grandfather, and they both got married. So, and they were married in 1849, they divorced in 1872, so I think they were married for like 23 years, and he filed for divorce saying cruelty, but I don't think it was cruelty. I think it was just, as like divorces nowadays say, like differences in the marriages, and they had their differences. It's just a very simple layout. It's a very interesting story. I already have a story in here about the couple. This is their story right here. I found their grave markers on findagrave.com. So I already saved it onto a file, and I just had to print it out. I'm going to make an 8.5 by 11 page of the grade markers, like put the name of the cemetery, where the address, where it's at, the county, the city, the state, and the names of their names and when they were born, when they died. So that's what I'm gonna do. These little die cuts here, die cut tags are from a rack from that same lady who sent me the rack. If you've seen it on my other channel, the rack. These are the tags I'm using. So I'm using your stuff, Hope. So hopefully you gave me some good stuff to use for my heritage album. I'm using them up. I also, let me zoom in closer. If you can see, I took my Tim Hart, I think it's walnut stain distress ink, and went around the edges here to make kind of like an old-fashioned tag. I put the name, the birth, and the dates. And this sticker here, the date of their marriage, that is from the Bo Bunny E.T. Clutter collection pack that I have. This background paper is from the Paper Studios Warner and Carter collection. I like the background paper because you can see it has like leaves and trees. It makes it more ancestry and heritage, family heritage like. I like the background paper, it's beautiful. What else do I want to show you? I wrote the divorce and the marriage title and my Ginger Joe black gel stick pen. This border right here I cut out strips of and just did like a little round border. And that is also from the Paper Studios Warner and Carter collection. See there? And all around here, if you can see, I took the little stencil thing my scrapbook friend sent me in a rack. Also sent me a lot of stuff, but this is one of the stencils where you can do like look like stitches. I took the stencil and took my black Ginger Joe gel pen and just went around it to make it look like an actual stitch. And there you go. That's I think about. No, wait, I gotta show you one more thing. This background paper is a studio paper. I wanted to use a studio paper. That is also from this paper right here. You can see a little edge peeking out. That is a studio background paper I used for this layout. That is from the Bo Bunny E.T. Carter collection pack. I use that because these papers right here are very flimsy. I want to use like a studio paper, so that's what I use. It's a very simple layout. Let me hurry up and give you a very close up before I run out, because I think I'm using a higher quality camera on the higher quality setting and it runs out really fast, so I want to do a very close up view of everything. So there you go. So that is another layout, and I guess I'm pretty much showed you everything. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully it's not, you know, too bad, too weird of a view for you. Whoops. I knew that was jiggling too much. I use these zip things that you get at, they're called snap and load. And they do snap pretty good, but some of them kind of pop out every now and then. So there is my layouts. Hopefully you guys liked them. And I'll try to do a better setup next time. Anyway, thanks for taking time to watch this video, and I'll chat to you guys later. Bye.